Need LASIK? Trust the experienced team at the LASIK Center at Evergreen Eye Center. No glasses, no contacts, no limits. What will you do? LASIK at evergreen.com.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Today's second date update is a little different than usual because normally when somebody emails us, they're complaining like, oh, I've been blown off or this person won't talk to me. Well, apparently the dude on the phone today named Andy has been trying to get together with the girl that he went out on a date with, and she's also been trying to get together with him, but they can't seem to connect. What? And now I guess he thinks he needs to do a second date update about it. Andy, what's up? Whoa. How are you?
Hey, good. How you doing, man?
Wow, from that description, it sounds pretty boring, Andy. Like we're going to be your personal assistants trying to get the calendar right for you, too.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's me, but we just can't seem to get on the same page.
Okay, well, why'd you email us for a second date update, then, if you don't think she's blowing you off?
At first, I didn't think she was blowing me off, but now I think she might be.
Okay, maybe it just got too frustrating trying to plan something. Well, before we get into all that, tell us a little bit about her. Where did you meet her?
Starbucks, actually.
Oh, that's kind of cute. Cool. Did you approach her?
I did, which I usually don't do, but she actually kept looking at me, and I just thought...
Yeah, she did, Andy. That's right.
She did.
Yeah, you just stand there at the Starbucks all day long waiting for ladies to check you out.
It finally paid off, yes. I mean, I didn't know what was going on. I thought maybe she would, like, I had a stain on my shirt, or I had, like, dandruff or something.
Yeah. You had a whole lot of sexy on your shirt. That's the problem that day, Andy.
I did, yeah.
What did you say to her? Did you have a line, or were you up front? How'd you approach her?
I was very upfront. I just said, I just got to say you're beautiful. I told her straight up.
Good. That's kind of cool.
And then she took her headphones out and said, what? And, yeah. So I had to repeat it again in front of everyone else.
Did she really have her headphones in when you walked up there?
She did, yeah.
That's awesome.
I didn't notice until afterwards, yeah.
Oh, okay. Man. Well, when you said it again, did she seem like she liked it?
She did. She said, thank you. So, yeah.
And then what happened? I mean, did you, like, ask for her number or what?
Yeah, after some small talk, we exchanged, not numbers at first, but Instagrams.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
Because I noticed she was on her Instagram, and then we messaged each other back and forth for a while, so, yeah.
So you haven't been out on an official date with her yet at all?
Not an official one, no. That day, we actually ended up hanging out a little bit afterwards after Starbucks. But, yeah, nothing official.
And how was that hanging out?
It was fun. Yeah, like we went for a little walk. We went up to this little hill area that has a nice view. And I tried to kiss her. So.
What?
Oh.
Right after meeting her at Starbucks?
Yeah. I was feeling the vibe, so I just leaned in to kiss her.
Whoa!
Wow.
Bold move, sir.
Very bold.
Yeah.
Did you kiss her, or did she run down the hill screaming?
She didn't run down the hill screaming, but she did pull away. So, yeah, the kiss never happened, and I felt horrible about it.
What did she say?
She said, I don't kiss on first dates.
Right, or like at lunchtime, I'm assuming It was daylight and there was no alcohol involved, and you'd only known each other for how long at this point?
Like a half hour, yeah. So.
Oh, yeah, dude, she should have. You know what? That's very judgmental of her. She should have totally been making out with you by then.
Right?
I know. Seriously, are you sure you want to even waste your time trying to go out with her again?
Oh, come on.
So what happened after that then?
Actually, at the end, I tried to give her a hug. I said, "Do you do first date hugs?" And she said, "Yeah." So we hugged, and then we went our separate ways after that.
And you didn't do anything creepy during the hug?
Mm-mm.
Andy, be honest. Like, it wasn't like a little bit too long, or your hands went south?
No. I mean, I have done creepy stuff with hugs before, but no, not this time.
Good. Well, because you've probably learned. You've done enough creepy hugs over your lifetime that now you know what you should and shouldn't do during a hug. That's how I learned not to lick cheeks.
What?
Don't even ask, Andy. Don't ask.
And which cheeks?
Okay.
Yep.
Never mind.
Anyway, Andy, why do you think she's not calling you back then?
No, actually, she did call me.
Oh.
She did?
Yeah, that's the weird part. She called and left a message the next day.
What? What'd she say on the message?
She just said, "Hey, it was great hanging out with you. We should hang out again."
She did? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And so you got back to her, right? Like,
I tried to get back to her. I called her back, and I left a message. And then the next day, she texted me back and then I texted her back, and we just haven't been able to like connect. It's really annoying.
Oh,
Well, but you said now you think she's blowing you off. Why? It sounds like you guys just are having a normal conversation.
Well, I think she's blowing me off now because it's been like 3 days I haven't heard back from her, and so now I'm thinking maybe she did think the hug was creepy or something.
Or the kiss. Probably the kiss.
No, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a couple options you could choose from. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, and then call her and see if she is, in fact, blowing you off with your second date update, all right?
Okay, great.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
We're right in the middle of a second date update, and if you're just joining us, Andy is on the phone, and today he wants to call a girl named Ariana. They didn't even have a real date. They met at a Starbucks and then ended up going for a walk. Mm-hmm. Oh, and he tried to kiss her like 30 minutes after meeting her. That was also part of the date. And Andy, I think most people would definitely kiss you after meeting you, like within 10 minutes. So I don't even know why you want to call this weirdo. Are you sure you want to call her? She sounds strange to me.
No, she's not. She's not weird. She's really cool. And hopefully she'll kiss me on the second date.
Okay, don't push it, Andy. All right, you already pushed it on the first date, Andy.
I won't, I promise.
And I would normally think it was the kiss or the weird hug, but she actually called you and wanted to hang out, and it's just you guys haven't been able to connect.
Yeah, exactly. It's like she was calling me, I was calling her, we texted back and forth, and then it's like she just disappeared off the face of the planet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Weird.
And it's
whole
been
3 days.
3 whole days since you've heard from her.
I feel like we're too connected in this world anymore. Like 3 days, and it really does feel like someone just like is dead.
Yeah. If someone doesn't respond to a text message within an hour, that's like a week.
Right,
Like back
totally.
in the early 1900s, that would be a week. All right, Andy, I'm going to dial her phone number right now. You ready?
Let's do this. Get her on the phone. I want to find out what's going on.
Okay, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Ariana?
Yeah, this is her.
Hey, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Who is that? Who are you?
Jubal, I host a radio show. It's called Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
You've clearly been a fan for a long time, and I thank you for that, Ariana.
Yeah, no, I've never heard of it.
Yeah, we got
Yeah, that was my point. I could understand that you hadn't heard it before. I'm calling you today because one of our listeners actually sent us an email about you.
Oh, wait, can you get to the point? Because
I'd love to. His name is Andy, and you guys
Met at a coffee shop recently.
Oh, no, that's not happening.
That was a quick
Whoa.
no, Ariana.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I'm not interested in guys that play games.
You're not interested in guys that play games? Like board games? I don't like people that play board games either, so I'm on your side there.
Yeah, haha, no. What did, I guess, like, what did his email say?
All good things. He said that he really liked meeting you and that you guys were trying to plan a date, but you disappeared and he hasn't heard from you in 3 days. Oh, he also said he tried to kiss you like 30 minutes after meeting.
Which we thought was like bold.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bold, but he's breadcrumbing me, so, yeah.
Wait, remind me again. Breadcrumbing. What does that mean?
He's stringing me along, like he's sending me texts and calls. They're like, they're nice and everything, but like he's not trying to make solid plans with me.
I mean, of course he is. He contacted us to get a hold of you so that you guys could get together.
I don't know about that. The messages like that he's been leaving me, like he's just returning my calls. It's like he's an answering service.
Okay, so he told us, when we talked to him a little bit to ask him about meeting you, he said that you guys have been kind of playing phone tag or whatever.
Yeah, but phone tag is like when you like care about someone, you try to get a hold of them. Like he's obviously breadcrumbing me, and so I'm just going to ghost him.
So he's breadcrumbing and now you're ghosting.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, maybe he's just waiting till you guys can actually talk on the phone to make a plan.
I mean, maybe he was, but obviously we're both busy. So if we're texting, then like text. That's how people make plans.
Okay.
So you think that he's breadcrumbing you because he hasn't tried to make official plans yet?
Yeah, he's just being nice, but he's not like doing anything about it. And I keep saying, when do you want to hang out? When are you free? And he doesn't answer me.
What?
Okay. What does he say in return?
Like, how's your day? He doesn't message me for hours and then just kind of ignores it and is like, how are you? How's your day? Which is nice, but like he didn't answer my question about when he was free.
Yeah, you're like, scroll up in the text thread, man.
Yeah, like he's been breadcrumbing me for a while, but now he's zombieing me, so I'm just over it.
Zombieing?
Zombieing you.
What's that one?
Which one? Yeah, I don't know which one that is. What does that mean?
If someone ghosts you and then they like come back from the dead, you know, like they're zombieing you.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just going to clear it up real quick. So at first you felt like he was breadcrumbing you, and then you ghosted him, and then you felt like maybe he ghosted you, but now he's zombieing you?
And you guys, he's using you to zombie me.
Yeah, that's so
Right.
clear.
I don't know what, yeah. I don't know what you call this part. You probably have a word for it, but he's also on the other line listening and wants to talk to you right now. I don't know what that, like.
Resurrecting? Maybe that's resurrecting.
Ooh, good.
Yeah, I don't know what that would be called.
He's not really on the phone right now. This is in 8th grade.
Yeah, no, he's on the other line listening and wants to talk to you. And yes, our show's actually is more like 6th grade. But thanks for the vote of confidence.
Hey, I'm here, Ariana. How you doing?
Oh my God.
What is breadcrumbing, by the way? I don't even know what that means. I was just trying to reach out to you.
Yeah, you weren't like actually making solid plans with me or anything, so I just decided to bench you. You know?
What?
You got benched.
I
Dude,
get that one.
What?
Yeah, everyone gets that one.
I want to hang out with you, Ariana. It sounds like you have a term for everything.
Yeah.
Bench me? What does that even mean?
I mean, it's pretty obvious. I'm going to go out, do whatever I want, and I'm going to have you sit on the sideline because you need to make a move.
Make a
Like,
move.
you're not playing well in the game, so, like, I got to put you on the bench. You know what I mean?
What? I've been playing good. I texted you. I called you. We haven't been able to make a connection. Why are you benching me?
He sounds so sad, Ariana.
He shouldn't sound sad. Like, he zombied me.
I mean, zombieing, breadcrumb. I had to write those terms down before. I never even heard of them. But, I mean, can we just, like, talk in English? I mean...
Well, those are all English words.
But Ariana, I mean, here's the thing. When you're using all those terms and you're like labeling everything that he does in a different way, it almost sounds like you're the one playing the game, not him.
I am not playing games. He's the one who is playing games. I've already explained everything that he's done to me. Like, I'm the victim here. Like, I'm benching him.
Yeah, I feel like you know all the terms, and you've played this game for a long time now, Ariana, so you know when somebody's playing a game on you. Andy, why would you breadcrumb her like that?
Come on, Jubal.
I was not... I don't know what that means, but I was...
Oh, whatever, you zombie.
Okay,
I
you know
mean,
what?
Andy, like, to your defense, listen, Ariana, he directly told you that you're beautiful in a Starbucks. Like, that's really direct. He tried to kiss you 30 minutes into the date. I mean, like, how much more can he say? Like, I am into you.
I don't know what else I need to say. Like, I've already told you guys everything. Like, what else am I supposed to say?
I don't understand. Will someone just please explain to her that I like her and I want to go on another date and I don't want to be benched or breadcrumbed or whatever?
I'll do that for you, Andy. Ariana, would you go on a second date with Andy? We will pay for it. He does want to go out with you again. He's not throwing breadcrumbs in your face.
He'll name a time and place immediately.
Yes, and we'll pay for it.
Actually, I don't have an exact time or place right now, but I'll text you later for sure.
Yeah.
Set it up.
Oh, no.
There you go, Ariana. What do you say? One more date. We'll pay for it.
Do you see what I'm dealing with?
Okay,
Kind of,
I mean, this whole time I've been against you, but I kind of get it now, Ariana.
Like, just set a date. Like, we're not getting married. Like,
I know. I want it to be special. I have to think about it.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
Yeah.
frustrating.
No, that's
No,
good.
that's a ploy. I'm with her.
I mean, this is all happening. You just said it right now. I can't think of something off the top of my head, but we'll have fun. Trust me. Trust me.
you know what, Andy? Like, you're officially benched right now. If I'm interested later, like, I'll text you.
Oh.
What?
Oh, man.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're saying, Ariana, if you zombie him, then you're okay going out again.
Yeah, Andy, I'm ghosting you right now, and if I decide to talk to you again, I'll zombie you, okay?
I'm so confused right now. What's happening?
I
mean,
don't think you got a date.
Sorry you didn't get a second date, though, Andy. And I think we need to be officially done because I need to go to Urban Dictionary right now and figure out what the hell just happened.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, I don't really know what happened with that second date update, but at least now I know what breadcrumbing, zombieing, and resurrecting is in dating terminology. If you missed it, Alex wanted to call Ariana. She wasn't calling him back. They were playing phone tag. She would go away, then come back, and everything else. We got her on the phone. She said that Alex was breadcrumbing her,
Yeah.
like saying he was going to make plans, but never making plans. And then she went away and then came back, and apparently that's zombieing. And there was a whole lot of words that she used.
A lot of terms.
She's been reading too many blogs about dating online.
But the thing is, she was spot on with his behavior.
I mean,
Because at the very end, he's like, yeah, I'd love to take you out. Not sure when, but
Yeah.
I think it's going to happen.
So he was still doing it. They agreed to not go out, maybe, because she said she might zombie him at some point.
I feel
That means bring him back.
with all these terms, like if you tell someone you're dating nowadays, they're like, "What is dating?"
Yeah,
Like,
I don't know what that means.
Are you zombieing? Are you breadcrumbing? Oh no, we're just dating. What?
Yeah. Are we shillelaghing?
Yeah.
What is that?
That one sounds fun. I would
It does
like
sound fun.
to shillelagh.
I would shillelagh somebody. That sounds
Yeah.
great.
Why not? Remember, if you want a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who breadcrumbed you or zombied you or just didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Bowling alleys are a great way to go on a date. I often find myself hanging around bowling alleys all the time just to help women on their form.
What?
Yeah, help
That's
correct
not why
them.
you-
I might not even know them. I just come from behind them and just go, hey, you throw the ball like this, sweetie. Sure. Sometimes you get slapped, but sometimes you get a phone number.
Oh my God, I'd put a bowling ball in your face if I was there.
Yeah, and that's exactly what I'm looking for. And Melissa, who's on the phone right now, went to a bowling alley on her first date, but now she's not getting a call back. Melissa, what's up?
Hi guys.
How are you? Did you actually know this guy before you went to the bowling alley, or did he just show up there and do my special trick to meet you?
Oh no, he didn't do your special trick.
Okay.
I didn't know him. I actually met him through some friends.
Okay, so was the bowling alley the first time you actually laid eyes on each other?
Yes, it was. We texted a couple times like about where we were going to meet and stuff, but that was the first time we saw each other.
Okay. And what's his name?
Jay.
Jay. All right. And tell us a little bit about the date. Why do you think you're not getting a call back?
I honestly don't know, guys. Like the date was kind of great, or so I thought. Like
Right.
we got there. It was a really cool place. It was bowling and beers. You know, it was a good time. Like, we were cheering each other on. You know, we were bowling. I'm not that good at bowling, but neither was he. Like, we were both, like, kind of, like, mediocre, but it was fun.
Okay.
Okay, so he wasn't like some extreme bowling enthusiast that would like put you down or not date you because you got a couple gutter balls.
No, he was not, because he was not doing that great a job himself. So,
Okay.
no.
And what, I mean, can you remember like a moment where you're like, oh, this is really going well?
Well, the whole date was going really well, but I do remember a moment where I was like, okay, I hope I didn't, like, screw this up. Like, it just kind of got a little weird. It got kind of out of hand.
So the opposite of what I asked.
Yeah. Weird at a bowling alley can never be good.
So we were bowling around, you know, we had took a little break and we started talking. We were talking about placing some bets on the game, you know, and just like bets like,
Okay.
oh, I bet $1 you can't hit a strike, or like I bet $5 you can't chug this beer in like less than a minute. Stupid stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds fun,
And
playful.
I'm playful, and I'm always down for a bet. Like, I don't back down.
Okay.
So he bet me to, to lick the inside of one of the bowling shoes.
What?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
What, are you in like 5th grade?
I know. At first, I was like, what the hell? Like, should I
Please.
do this? I want to seem down, you know? So I was like, I kind of have to.
No, please tell me you didn't actually do that.
I absolutely did it.
Oh, my God.
I thought he would think I was cool.
Oh, we've done a lot of second date updates. I've got to say, this is the filthiest thing I've ever heard happen on a first date.
And
Don't
they spray them. They sprayed the shoes.
Oh, it's not an excuse.
You know, what did it taste like?
Ew, Brooke.
I'm just curious.
Okay, no, that's disgusting. I'm not going to say that. I don't know. It honestly kind of tasted like a wet sock, like a soggy sock. It was bad.
I think you're kind of badass for doing it. You know?
Exactly. That's what I was thinking he would think.
That is disgusting.
I guess not.
What did he do after you did it?
Oh, he was cracking up. He just thought it was the funniest thing in the world. I don't know if he was laughing with me or at me. Like, he just was cracking up, but I don't know, like, he hasn't called me. We haven't made plans for a second date, so I'm thinking that was it. But then I thought, like, that was okay. I thought we were having a moment.
Did you guys kiss?
Okay, so.
Oh, no.
I mean, we didn't kiss, but I swear there were moments, like when we were getting ready to leave, he walked me out, you know, we were waiting, he called me an Uber and everything.
Yeah.
That's where there were so many moments I thought he was going to kiss me. But I'm sure he was thinking about the shoe, because I was thinking about the shoe. Like, is he going to want to kiss me?
No way,
So you guys didn't kiss?
No, I didn't get my kiss.
You can't be surprised.
But come on, that's not fair. He's the one that dared her.
He dared me, exactly.
If you bring it up and you can't handle the actual truth of what happens, then that's on you.
Yeah.
And have you heard anything from him since your date?
No, I text him the day after the date, just like, you know, hey, what's up? I had a great time last night. Thanks for taking me out. Just thanking him. I made a little joke about the shoe thing. I think I said something like, I used a whole bottle of Listerine or something. I don't know what I said.
Yeah.
But I was like, I'm all good. My breath's okay. Like, but he didn't text me back.
Do you think it's the shoe licking that did you in?
Did you listen to yourself?
Well, I don't know. Like, my friend said that he was a ladies' man, okay?
Okay.
So it could be like 70% shoe, 30% he's a ladies' man, and he just, like, has other girls.
Okay.
Right.
You know, I don't know how many dates I've been on where I'm like, if I just wouldn't have licked that damn shoe, I wouldn't have been in this position right now. All right. We'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, all right?
Thank you.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for the second date update, Melissa the shoe licker is on the phone with us.
Oh, my God.
Melissa went out on a date with a guy named Jay. They went bowling. They had a fun time, and at some point they were making bets with each other, and he bet her to lick a bowling shoe.
The inside.
The inside of a bowling shoe.
Even worse.
And she did it. And like I said earlier, this makes today's second date update the most disgusting in the history of second date updates. And we've heard
my
a lot
gosh.
of really bad things. So she licked the inside of the bowling shoe, and she thinks that that's the reason she's not getting a call back. Maybe it grossed him out too much, although he did bet her to do it.
Yeah.
She hasn't heard from him in a couple of weeks, so we're about to get him on the phone and find out if that is the reason he's not calling her back. Melissa, you got the shoe out of your mouth? You ready to do this?
Yes, it's out of my mouth, and I'm ready.
Okay.
And I think if that's the reason he's not calling you back, it's so unfair because guys always say, I want a guy's girl. And then you give them a guy's girl, and then they decide they don't want
They're
that.
like, gross, bro.
Yeah. I wouldn't even hang out with one of my dude friends if he did this.
That's nasty.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to call him right now.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Jay there?
Yeah, this is Jay. Who's this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. How are you?
Wait, from the radio show?
Yeah. What's up, man? How are you?
I'm doing okay. What's up with you?
Not much. I'm just chilling. I wanted to give you a call because we actually received an email about you.
About me?
Yeah. It's from a girl that you went out on a date with.
Are you serious right now?
I am. Her name is Melissa. Do you remember going on a date with Melissa?
Oh. Yeah, I do.
All right. I figure she'd probably be easy to remember because she licked a shoe, a bowling shoe, while you guys were out.
She told you that?
Yes, she did. We actually talked to her about your date, and she's confused because she's been trying to get a hold of you for a second date, but you're not calling her back.
Oh, yo, I can't believe she told you about the shoe.
Yeah,
I can't either.
she did. I can't believe she admitted to doing that either, man. That was crazy.
I would have told nobody that.
You're the one that dared her to lick the shoe. You've got to take some responsibility.
Yeah, but I didn't tell her to go tell anybody about it.
Yeah, that's like something you take to your grave, right?
I almost accidentally lit inside the hole of a bowling ball. But I was scared she might actually do it.
Yeah, dude. I think you stopped at the appropriate time, or maybe actually I think it went too far. But
yeah, that was up in the ante, but we stopped right there. Wow.
So what's the reason you're not calling her back? Do you not want to see her again?
Let's just put it like this. I date my fair share of ladies, and certain things are red flags. And I can tell pretty easily when I can and can't trust somebody.
Okay.
Whoa. Wait, so you're saying you don't think you can trust her?
Nah, I couldn't trust her any farther I could throw her.
Why do you say that?
Because of what happened at the bowling alley.
You can't trust her because she licked the shoe? I would think, hey, if I dare somebody to lick a shoe and they did it, they would have all my trust.
You know what? She got points for that. She was doing good up until this other moment that happened and made me change my entire perspective on her.
What happened?
All right, so we would close it out. We about to get out of there.
Uh-huh.
And she ran to the bathroom real quick. Okay. You know, and I said, okay, cool. I'm going to go ahead and take your shoes and check them back in with the front desk. So as I'm dropping the shoes off, the cashier guy leans into it and said, hey, you know, that's your girlfriend or whatever. I'm like, nah, not yet. You know, just kind of joking with him. Mm-hmm. And he was like, well, she might be dodging a bullet, man. So what are you talking about? Whoa. So he then tells me he was watching us bowl the whole time.
Creepy.
And while I was setting up my shot, he saw her pick up my phone. It actually started going through my phone.
What?
No.
Exactly.
How could he tell that was your phone from all the way back at the bowling desk?
No, he said he saw her do it 5 or 6 times and only did it while my back was turned.
Oh, what?
Really?
Dang, that is sketchy.
And you didn't think to ask her about it or anything?
It was the first date. Now, if it was a girlfriend, cool. We can have it out right then and there. But the first date, and you're already going through my phone?
Yeah.
Nah. Mm-mm.
So you believe this dude that you don't know who said she was going through your phone?
Yeah, hell yeah. If anything, he was looking out for me.
Yeah.
You know, it's the unwritten rule. Guys look out for guys. He helped me dodge a bullet.
Wow. Okay.
She just seemed she seemed really cool when we talked to her. You don't think that there could be another explanation, like she accidentally picked up your phone instead of hers?
5 or 6 times, and only when my back is turned? Nah. What she did is some straight, shady and I don't need that in my life.
Yeah, dude.
I'm curious if she was actually going through your phone, though. I want to know the answer to that.
And why?
I don't need to know that. I mean, if she did it on the first date, what do you think is going to happen on the second, or the third, or the fourth?
Well, I just say that because I want to ask her, and I forgot to let you know that she's actually on the other line listening to this conversation.
Yo, no way.
Melissa, you still there? Hey, there she is.
Hi, Jay.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Okay. You sneaky than I thought you were.
I am not sneaky at all. You got it all wrong. That story, his side of the story, it is not how it looks. It's not what it seems like.
Really? So you weren't going through his phone?
I mean, not like that. It's not like I hacked into his phone and was looking through every little detail. No.
Wait, Melissa, I was standing up for you. You actually were looking at his phone when his back was turned.
Okay, listen. I was sitting there. He's bowling. His phone buzzed loud as hell. I just so happened to look over, and it's right there. I'm not blind. I can see what it says.
So just leave it there. You don't pick it up and then start reading all his messages.
Exactly.
I saw a name, and it looked like a female's name. I think it was Sammy or something like that. And I just leaned the phone over to see what the text said. He's the one who has the message right there on his screen. Wow. And it said, "Are we still on for tonight? Are you still picking me up?" Something like that, like at 9, like right after our date.
What?
It was weird. So I was just like, what? What's that?
Oh, Jay.
Yeah, it was weird, but you're looking at my messages.
I mean, but your messages were sitting next to me, so I looked over. I wasn't trying to be sneaky or anything. We were having a good time.
All right, cool. So you saw something on my phone. Why are you going back to my phone again 5 or 6 times after that? Did you not keep picking up my phone?
It was not. It was like 2 or 3 times. 3 or 4
Why are you still
times.
picking up my phone? That's the point I'm trying to get you. Why are you picking up my phone?
It kept going off. Like whoever that girl was, she kept texting you. So I'm just trying
Okay, wait. Are you the phone monitor or something?
No, but me and you are on a date, and I want to know if you're involved with someone else. I know your reputation, and I'm sure you know your own damn reputation. And you're a good-looking guy.
Shorty, that's none of your business. We're not together.
Look, you have a reputation. You know your reputation. I know it. Our friends know it. You're a ladies' man, so don't act like it's all out of the blue why a female, because I'm sure they've done it in the past, looks over and checks your phone, especially if they're on a date with you and your phone's just getting blown up. I think anybody would do that, actually. Actually, if it was my phone and you were sitting down and I'm bowling and my phone's just going off, buzz, 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 you can't tell me you wouldn't look over. Like, who's hitting her up so much? Who wants to know where she is?
It's like, yo, do you hear what you're saying right now? All right, you hear what you're saying? I would never go through somebody's phone when we're on a date, a first date at that.
Well, that's you. I want to know who I'm dating.
Don't rationalize your craziness and try to tell me what I'm going to do on a date.
I'm not trying to rationalize it. I think any sane person would do what I did, and I'm not like mad that I did it. I don't feel bad for doing it. I wanted to know who you were, what was going on with you, and if I saw something suspicious, then I'm going to look into it.
I don't really blame her. I mean, she's just trying to look out for herself a little bit.
His phone was
Come on, you can't
off,
defend
like
that.
buzz, 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 buzz. I'm like,
But you did have
looking for you.
You had 2 dates planned in the same night, Jay. I mean, you kind of had a point.
All right, wait. All right, look, we got to like just squash all that nonsense. Let me tell you this right here. The name that came up, Sammy, that's a dude. It's not a chick. It's a dude.
That's a dude. Sammy
You're
really,
tripping, man.
no guy. Sammy in his phone, it was spelled Sammi. No guy spells Sammy like that. That's a girl. Sammy for a guy is Sammy, sweetie. I know that. So it wasn't like that in your phone. That's a girl.
Okay, so all right, so now there's rules of how I have to spell my boy's name in my phone. Okay, can you get any further in my business?
Melissa, why did you even call for a second date with this dude if you think that he's a player and like planning dates after you?
I still thought the date went good, and I asked my friends, like, do you guys know anybody named Sammy? And nobody knew a Sammy, so I'm like, maybe it's nothing.
Yeah.
But I didn't know that he knew that I looked. So I thought maybe we could have a second date. I just got caught, gosh.
All right, well, Jay, I have to ask this question. Maybe I don't know the answer. I don't know what's right and wrong anymore. Jay, would you like to go on a second date with Melissa? We will pay for it.
Dude, really?
Yes, I'm asking. Would you like to go out with her again? It sounds like you guys have the perfect foundation for a great relationship.
Nah, Chief, I'm going to pass. But if I need somebody to check my phone messages, I know who to call.
Oh, gosh.
I'm sorry, Melissa. No second date for you.
That's okay, guys. Thanks for trying.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like it was meant to be.
No, it doesn't.
You know what? I'm actually kind of glad this happened, though. I mean, I dodged a hell of a bullet, man. Yeah.
Well, good luck to you both, okay?
Thank you, guys.
All right, man. Thanks.
And Jay, tell Sammy I said hi, however you spell her name.
It's a dude, not a girl.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Text in at 78592 says, who lets their phone out of their sight? It's a very good question. Talking about today's second date update. If you missed it, Melissa wanted to call this dude named Jay. They went bowling, but he wasn't calling her back. And we got him on the phone, and he told us that he didn't think he could trust Melissa because as they were closing out their tab, she went to the bathroom, and the cashier revealed that she saw Melissa going through Jay's phone. And she admitted that she did look at his phone multiple times while they were on the date. She said it was because it kept buzzing over and over, and she argued that anybody would look at the phone if it was ringing that much.
No, I'm sorry.
That's
but...
sketchy. I mean, it's basically on par with reading your diary. You know?
Yeah, pretty much. So she was opening his phone and going through it to see who was contacting him.
I mean, come on a first date, maybe still when you're dating, you
still shouldn't do it. Yeah,
trust somebody.
So he said no to another date because he's not interested in going out with her because it's probably only going to get worse.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what though? I'm proud that people saw red flags and actually paid attention to them.
There you go.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, that doesn't happen very often in this world.
That's true. A lot of times people are like, well, I mean, I guess I kind of understand.
Yeah.
And then fast forward to like 2 years later, and it's like, dude, she's just jealous going through my phone all the time. I didn't see it coming. Had no idea. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
I really want to help this dude out who's on the phone for the second date update today, except he won't tell me the complete story of what happened on his date.
No. And it's rare you actually want to help somebody.
Yeah, true. Both. Weird things. He left in the middle of his date to deal with something. And that's where he's being vague. He won't tell me exactly what it is. Jimmy, how you doing, man?
Hey, what's up?
Why don't you tell everybody what happened on your date? Like, you left at some point for what?
I left because I have a bit of a medical issue, and I had to sort of go and deal with it.
So when you say you left in the middle of the date, you got up and just left.
Well, no, it's not like I just like got up and walked away. Like I excused myself. I told her I had to go and deal with this thing, and I went outside.
You can't give me a clue at all what the medical issue you had to leave your date in the middle of was for?
No, I really want to keep that private.
Did you give Marissa more information than we're getting right now?
Yeah, I explained the situation to her, and she seemed cool with it initially. But when I came back, I don't know, her energy was different, you know. I tried to get things going again, spark the conversation, but it's just like we weren't clicking, you know.
And then how was the date going up into the, tell us a little bit about what you guys did before you excused yourself for...
Well, up till then, actually, the date was good. I'm born and raised in Seattle, but she just moved here. So I decided that I would show her some stuff that she hasn't done in Seattle yet. So I know it's going to sound kind of lame, but we rode the monorail.
Okay, so like touristy stuff.
Yeah, so you rode 2 blocks on the monorail, and then you had a whole afternoon to kill after that, right? So.
I know. It's just something like everybody's got to do it once, you know. And it was great. It was a nice time, and then we went and we had sushi.
Okay, and that's when your medical issue came up and you had to excuse yourself.
Yeah.
How long were you gone dealing with whatever your medical issue was?
It was a while. It was like 10 minutes, maybe 15.
Okay.
15 minutes, okay.
Do you think that she believed you when you said medical issue, or do you think she thought you were lying and doing something else?
At first, I thought she was cool with it, but when I got back, I don't know, she seemed kind of pissed off. And so it made me think that maybe she thought I was lying to her or something like that. I don't know.
All right, and then how did the date end with you guys?
We left the restaurant, and then we each got separate cabs. I gave her a hug, and that was about it. And I said, I had a good time, and we should do this again. And she said to text her, and so I have been, but she's not responding.
Nothing. Okay, and how many times have you tried texting her since your date?
About 4 or 5 times.
Okay. So you think it's probably the medical issue thing?
I don't know. Either she doesn't believe me, or it freaked her out, or I don't know. I really don't know.
Since you won't tell us what it is, let me ask you: is it something that would gross her out? I mean, you got to give me a little bit.
It's just that it's a private issue, and I just don't really want to say anything about it. Like, I know it's weird because I'm talking to you on the radio and I'm talking to you. It's just, I don't know.
I guess what I'm trying to say is it a normal medical issue where someone would hear something about it and be like, okay, that's understandable? Or did you go like, oh, herpes are flaring up, I'll be right back?
Please get the herpes.
That would definitely mean you're not going to get a call back.
Yeah.
No, I can promise you it's not herpes.
Now, if we get her on the phone and she tells us what it is, are you going to be upset?
Well, I don't really want her to say.
Okay.
I'm hoping she'll respect my privacy, but yeah.
Who knows, right?
Well,
all
if it's
right.
embarrassing enough,
She'll probably say something. If it's embarrassing enough, how the second date updates work. Well, we'll play a song, come back, see if we can get her on the phone and get your second date update, all right?
All right, cool.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Before we make the phone call for Jimmy, who's on the phone right now for a second date update. Jimmy, I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Are you an arms dealer?
Uh-oh.
Or perhaps an international drug kingpin?
No.
All right. I'm
No,
just
like-
making sure. Because he's very mysterious. Very mysterious. If you listen to the first part of the second date update, Jimmy met a girl named Marissa online. They had a pretty normal date. Nothing of note, except for the fact that he left in the middle of it to deal with a medical issue. He won't tell us what the medical issue is. So I'm assuming he was outside in the parking lot selling arms to our enemies.
That's a natural conclusion.
For at least like 15 minutes. Or drugs. I'm not sure which one, Jimmy. I'll figure you out, though.
All right, man. Whatever.
All right. I'll find you out. I smell a rat.
I'm on to you.
Yeah. So, and again, you were gone from the date for like 15 minutes.
Yeah, like for 15 minutes.
All right. And when you came back, that's the point where she seemed like she was ready to end the date and go home.
Yeah, she seemed pretty cold and like not into it anymore.
All right. Well, we'll dial the number. Hope she answers the phone. And if she does, maybe we can get your second date update. All right. You ready?
Yeah, cool. Let's go.
Here we go, man.
Hello?
Hi, is Marissa there?
Yeah, this is her.
Hello, Marissa. How are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning, the radio show. Yeah, you are definitely a listener. Do you have a few seconds to talk to us?
I'm sorry, why are you guys... What is this? Why are you guys calling me?
I'm calling you because a listener of ours sent us an email about you.
Really?
Yeah, and they asked me to give you a call.
Okay.
His name is Jimmy, and you went out on a date with him recently.
Oh, no.
Okay, so you remember Jimmy.
Oh, God, that guy.
Yeah, that guy. All right. It sounds like you didn't have a fun time. It sounds like you didn't have a fun time with Jimmy. Jimmy had a great time with you.
Oh.
The reason that I'm calling is he'd love to see you again, but you're not responding to any of his text messages. Judging from your reaction right there, you definitely aren't doing that on accident.
Nope, that's on purpose.
Okay. Is there something that Jimmy did to make you not like him?
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
Is it the fact that he left in the middle of your date to take care of some sort of medical issue that he won't tell us what the medical issue is, but he described your date to us and said that everything went well until that moment where he got up, left, and came back 15 minutes later, and then you seemed kind of cold and upset.
He told you all of that?
Yep. But he said that he really likes you and would love to see you again. And if he can't see you again, he'd love to know why.
Wow. Okay.
Do you mind telling us what the issue is?
What, his medical issue?
Sure, I'd love to know. He won't tell me.
Yeah, we're dying.
If you want to tell us that, that's fine.
No.
Well, he never actually told me what the medical condition is, so I can't really help you with that.
That's good.
He wouldn't
Respect the man's privacy.
I know, I want to know. He wouldn't tell us either. Is that it, though? I'm assuming that's what happened.
I mean, we were having dinner, and I was telling him this story, and all of a sudden, he got really quiet and stopped eating. Okay. And I could kind of tell that he wasn't really listening to my story, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So he tells me, he's like, so, hey, I haven't told you this, but I have this, like, medical condition, and I need to leave. So I'll be right back. And I was like, okay. And he actually left the restaurant. He walked right out of the restaurant. And I was like, oh, my God, he's ditching me, you know?
Yeah, he told us he went outside. But again, he wouldn't tell us what the issue was either.
Yeah. So I told my waiter, listen, I'm not dining and dashing, but I'm going to leave my purse right here. My date just left, and I need to go find out where he is. So I went outside, and I was searching just everywhere for him, and then finally went around the corner. There was like this alleyway, and I looked down the alley, and he's sitting there with a homeless guy smoking pot.
What?
Wait, what?
And I don't think he saw me, so I went back into the restaurant.
So he took a weed break in the middle of your date.
Yeah, and I was just like, this is the rudest thing that anyone's ever done to me. I mean,
And he
can't
was-
you wait till later?
He was smoking it with some homeless dude?
Yeah, he like bummed it from a homeless guy.
It's weird. Like, it's almost like if he passed by, the guy was like, oh, man, I can't listen to this date anymore. I got to get outside and smoke with this dude real quick. Is that what it felt like to you?
I was shocked. You know, it was the first date, and my date had gone and smoked pot in the middle of it. I felt like I was in the Twilight Zone. I was like, who does that?
Yeah. He could have at least invited you, right, Marissa?
Oh, come on. Marissa, I've been turned off in the past when a guy has gone out and taken a cigarette break. So, I mean, I can sympathize with you on that. Do you feel like he lied to you?
I don't care. Honestly, I just don't care. I just never want to see him again.
Marissa, if you could say anything to Jimmy right now, what would you say to him?
Stop texting me.
Stop texting me. Okay. I would like you now to say that to Jimmy because he's actually on the other line listening.
Shut up.
Hey, Marissa.
Oh, my God. Are you serious?
Yeah.
How's it going?
What are you doing?
Jimmy, did you leave your date to go smoke weed with a homeless dude?
Okay, I did.
Nice.
But it is connected to a medical condition, and I didn't want to say anything, but
Are you stoned right now, Jimmy?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
So you smoke medical marijuana for a legit medical reason.
Yeah, I have anxiety.
Wait.
And so that's what happened that night is she was talking to me, and I started to have like a panic attack in the middle of a conversation, and I had to go because I was getting like all sweaty, and I was like, I gotta go.
Okay, well, who's the homeless guy that you're smoking it with?
How does he fit in?
I don't know. He was actually really cool. And he asked what was up, and I gave him a toke, and he was like, you know, dude, what are you doing? You got to get back in there before she walks out on you. And I'm like, oh my God, you're right.
Well, is Marissa even on the phone? Marissa, are you there still?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I thought you had hung up. So what do you think of Jimmy's story?
Jimmy, you could have at least just told me what you were doing. I would have understood, if that's what you needed to go do. Instead, you just I had no idea if you were even going to come back.
In hindsight, you're right. I was just in full panic though, and I didn't know what to do because I really liked you, and I think that kind of made me nervous. And I'm sorry.
Well, lesson learned for the next date you go on, if there is ever one.
Oh, that sounds like you don't want to go out with them again, Marissa.
Come on.
No, I don't trust him.
I'll pay for a second date. Will you go out with Jimmy one more time? We'll pay for it.
No, it's not happening.
Weed and everything.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I'll pay for it all.
You can get in on the action this time, too.
There's no way I can get you to go out with Jimmy again?
Yeah, I'm just not a guy to leave in the middle of a first date to go smoke with the homeless.
Weird. I guess there's one girl out there who doesn't like that.
Dude, I learned a lesson today.
Yeah. Sorry, Jimmy.
Oh, well. Hey, do you guys want to, hang out sometime?
No, dude, I'm not hitting off a homeless guy's pipe.
Hey, I'm there, bro. Hit me up.
Oh, gosh.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Normally going into these phone calls, I have a little bit of information. But today, I don't know anything.
What?
I know nothing about the guy on the phone that wants to do a second date update today.
Then why are we talking to him?
He sent us an email that said, I need to do a second date update really bad. Please call me. So I figured, let's call him.
What?
All I know is he wants to do a second date update. He knows how to use an email account. His name is Alex.
Okay.
And I'm assuming that the girl he wants to call isn't calling him back, but who knows? Alex, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing okay.
Alex, what's with the vague email, man?
I don't know. I didn't know what else to say. It's just that I wanted to do a second date update.
Well, you could have given us a little background information on the date itself and what happened and why you want to call this girl.
Oh, okay. Well, my bad.
Tell us her name.
Her name's Tiffany.
Tiffany. Okay. Tell us how you met Tiffany.
I met her at the club.
All right. Did you approach her? She approach you? How'd you guys
I approached her, yeah.
Okay.
And is this a move you make often at the club?
No, actually, usually when I see a girl at the club, I can't get up the nerve to talk to her, and I go home lonely.
Wow, that's a sad, truthful statement, sir.
I love the honesty,
Yeah.
Alex. All right. So,
Not good.
So what made this time different? What made you finally go, you know what? For once in my life, I'm not going to go home lonely.
I want to be happy.
Well, I saw her dancing across the dance floor with her friends, and she was moving her hips in this great way and smiling and was just so joyful. Nice. And her hips were just all over the place. I was like, I got to get in on some of that.
All right. So apparently, Alex, we know what you are motivated by.
It's not
hips.
joy.
You like hips.
He's a hip guy.
I do, but it didn't hurt that I think she was looking at me, too.
Okay, so you felt like you had some confidence, like she had already given you maybe the okay.
Yeah, and her friends were looking over. It seemed like they were talking about me. I felt like I was getting all the right signals.
Nice. Maybe it's because you were staring at her hips the whole time, and she's like, hey, this guy won't stop looking at my hips.
Well, I wasn't the only one. She was really drawing some attention.
Okay. So you went over and talked to her, and you said, hey, lady, I see your hips winking at me. I wink back. What's up?
I wasn't that smooth, actually, but
That smooth?
We call that smooth.
What did you say then?
I just went over and started dancing with her. I brought out all my goofiest moves, like the penguin and the cowboy and stuff.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I think that's awesome.
You make her laugh.
It is so much better than going up and trying to grind on her hips. Okay.
Yeah, she laughed. So make a girl laugh. That's it, right?
Yeah. Okay. So she thought it was funny that you were dancing like that. And did your date end there at the club, or did you guys actually go out on a real date?
Well, towards the end of the night, things were going well, so I just leaned in and whispered in her, "Do you want to see the real penguin back at my place?" And she gave me the nod.
Wait, she said yes. She didn't pour a drink on you.
Yeah, she was laughing quite a bit, so I think she said yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I guess the ultimate proof, if she said yes, did she go back to your place?
She did.
And how did the real penguin perform?
It started out pretty good. We'd get back. My roommate was home, which was totally unexpected. And I don't have the biggest place in the world, so, it's kind of in your face if somebody's around. But I just, offered her a drink, and we're sitting there hanging out talking, and, she gets like halfway through it and says, "Why don't we just try this another time?"
Whoa. It was that awkward?
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you not friends with your roommate?
No, we're close, but I'm trying to progress things with the lady, and the roommate's in the way, if you know what I mean.
Like physically in the way, like sitting between you two, or just his mere presence was upsetting to her?
Just the mere presence, I think.
All right.
I do see him sitting next to you, rubbing your leg.
In between both of them.
So she said, "Let's try this another time."
Yeah.
And have you tried to text her and call her and see if maybe you could make another time happen?
Yeah, I have. And I texted her, like, "Do you want to see the penguin again?" And like,
Dude, you won't let the penguin die, will you?
I love it.
yeah, I felt like I was being really cute and fun and haven't heard anything, so I don't know.
And you're sure it's the roommate's fault that ruined your mojo? It wasn't something that you said? Because you sound adorable, but maybe not so smooth all the time.
Yeah, everything was fine, and the conversation was good. The only thing that changed things was my roommate.
Okay. And are you still living with this roommate?
Yeah.
Because I would have moved out right after.
Yeah, I've thought about it. It's kind of a deal breaker.
All right. Well, we'll play a song, come back, call her, and get your second date update, all right?
Okay.
All right, man. Hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
I feel really bad for Alex, the guy who's on the phone to do a second date update today. I feel really bad for him.
Why?
Because he's never going to be able to listen to this song the same ever again.
I'm on tonight, my hips don't lie, and I'm starting to feel it's right.
Do you know?
Because he was lied to by some hips.
Yeah, they were.
If you missed the first part of today's second date update, we talked to Alex about the girl that he wants to call. He said he was originally attracted to her on the dance floor at the club because her hips would not stop looking at him and moving in his general direction, and he felt so compelled by her hips that he had to talk to her. They danced for a little while. They went back to his place. He said everything was going smoothly except his roommate was home, and he feels like his roommate might have ruined his chances with this girl because she had to leave, and that's the last that he's heard from her. So he got lied to by some hips.
Did you talk to your roommate about that night?
I did, and, nothing came up. Like, it just seemed normal, so I don't know.
Okay, so they didn't take blame for it or apologize?
No, because it seemed like there was nothing to apologize for.
Weird.
Okay, so we'll get her on the phone and find out what went wrong. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is Tiffany there?
This is she.
Hey, Tiffany, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm okay. Who is this?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning. It's a radio show.
Oh, okay. I don't know it.
First,
Sorry.
I thought maybe you were familiar
I thought so
with
too.
who
Yeah.
I was and who we were, but I guess not.
I'm sorry. Sorry. Is this going to take long?
No, it shouldn't actually. I just kind of have one question to ask you, and then we can let you go about your business.
Okay, if it's quick, that's fine.
Okay. It's about a guy named Alex that you recently went out on a date with.
What?
It's a guy named Alex that you met at the club, and then you went back to his house?
The penguin? Maybe that rings a bell?
Yeah, no, I know who. Yeah. Okay, what?
Okay, so Alex emailed us because he really liked you, but he says that you're not answering any of his phone calls or text messages. So he thought maybe we could get you on the phone and find out if something went wrong the night that you guys met.
Yeah, it was a really weird night. Yeah.
Why? It sounded, I mean, his description of it made it sound pretty normal.
You mean you actually spoke with him?
Yeah, he told us all about your date. Well, I guess it's not really like a date, but he told us all about the night that you guys met.
Okay.
I mean, everything he said was nice. He said that you guys seemed to have a good connection. You laughed a lot, and then you went back to his place, and then you left, and that's the last that he's heard from you.
Yeah. It's so weird. Okay, I thought he was really sweet. I just was, I don't know. After the club, I was kind of shocked with everything else that happened.
With everything else that happened. What he told us, it sounded pretty tame.
What, he told you about his roommate, right?
Yeah, he said that the roommate was there, and he feels like that killed the vibe.
Yeah, it ruined everything. Yeah.
Why is this? I mean, that shouldn't be that big of a deal, right?
No, it was actually one of the most uncomfortable things the most uncomfortable situation I've ever been in.
Why?
Everything was fine. First of all, I didn't know he had a roommate, but whatever, a lot of people do. So when we started to go there, he told me his roommate shouldn't be home, but then she was.
Okay, so it was a female.
Yeah, female, but it wasn't, oh my God, I can't believe he didn't tell you this. Okay, it was his ex-wife.
Wait, what?
Oh.
His roommate is his ex-wife? Is that what you just said to us?
Yeah.
He lives with his ex-wife. He didn't tell us that at all. He just said my roommate.
Yeah, that's exactly what he said to me, too, is his roommate. And then she came into the room, was, talking or whatever. He goes to get us a beer, and she was, looking at me weird. I don't know. And that's when I asked her, how long have you guys been roommates? How long have you known him? And that's when she was like, yeah, we were married for 2 years, and now we've been divorced for 3 months.
Oh, my
And
God.
they've only been divorced for 3 months?
3 months.
I mean,
Wow.
I kind of get it. You're living with somebody, you get divorced, it's hard to move out. But why the hell are you bringing women back to your place if you're still living with your ex-wife?
Exactly.
It's because she said she wasn't going to be there, and then she was.
Oh.
Hey, Tiffany, I should let you know that Alex is on the phone.
Are you kidding me right now?
No.
Hi, Tiffany. I'm so sorry that this happened. It's like a total misunderstanding.
I don't think so.
I think it's very understandable.
How is it a misunderstanding that it's your ex-wife?
I feel like that's pretty easy to understand.
Yeah, kind of cut and dry.
No, we have an agreement, It's not a big deal. She's totally more of a roommate than an ex at this point, It's been a while.
3 months.
3 months.
It's been all 3 months since you've been divorced.
Well, yeah, we got divorced just 3 months ago, but the marriage was over way before that.
Oh.
Well, maybe you should have told us that your roommate was your ex-wife. We might have known
what the
problem was.
I think it's the fact that it was a female is what the major problem was.
No, I mean, maybe, but no.
No, that is not the issue. The issue is that you are living with your ex-wife and you're inviting other females to come over, and that is not okay.
I understand where you're coming from, but her and I have an agreement, and we'll text each other when we're coming home, and we'll clear out, and that's just the way it's supposed to be.
Like a normal roommate.
So wait.
Yeah, sort of.
It obviously didn't work very well if she hung around and then told your lady friend that you brought over that you guys were married at one point.
She never should have said that in the first place. It's against the rules of our agreement.
So she broke the rules, and that's why you got screwed out of this date.
Her fault.
Can I say one other thing?
Sure.
When he was going to get the beer and I was left in the room with her, I heard him whisper to her, now that I understand the circumstances, he whispered to her, hey, you have to sleep on the couch tonight. And I did not understand what that meant. Well, obviously now I do.
Are you kidding me? You guys are still sharing a bed?
It's a one-bedroom. We bought the place a long time ago, and we're just, we're kind of stuck with it for a little while. It's not a big deal.
It is a big deal. It's a huge deal.
Look, We do sleep in the same bed, but we have a body pillow that we put between us.
Oh,
You know?
all right. Yeah, it's all good.
It's like a bumper.
Exactly. I've never done anything with anybody I've been in a bed with if there's a body pillow between us. Completely blocks it.
It does work. It works.
Oh.
Well, there you go.
Great.
Tiffany, what are you worried about? He's got a body pillow between his ex-wife, who is his roommate now. Would you like to go on a second date with him?
Yeah.
We will pay for it.
No, I don't think so. No,
Why?
no way.
That's so shocking that you don't want to go out with somebody that sleeps with their ex-wife every night.
Right? It's weird, isn't it?
Yeah. You have too high of standards, Tiffany.
Well, it's your loss because, I mean, nowadays life is complicated and people are stuck in different homes, like after the recession. It's just the way it is.
Yeah, that's the way it is. Tiffany,
That's
look.
the way it is.
Tiffany, if you want to be successful in the dating world, you're going to learn that you're going to have to date men who are living with their wives. Current or ex.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
When he was going to get the beer and I was like left in the room with her, I heard him whisper to her, "Hey, you have to sleep on the couch tonight."
Are you kidding me? You guys are still sharing a bed?
It's a one bedroom. We do sleep in the same bed, but we have a body pillow that we put between us.
Oh,
You know?
all right. Yeah, it's all good. Got a text in at 78592 that says, this situation is more common than you guys think. I have a bunch of friends who are doing this right now. The situation is from today's second date update. This guy, Alex, wanted to call a girl named Tiffany. They met one night, went back to his place, and his roommate was there. And that's what turned her off. Because his roommate was not just his roommate. His roommate is actually his ex-wife. And she found out that, yeah, they actually sleep in the same bed at night because they have a one-bedroom apartment. So it kind of killed the mood a little bit.
You think?
And he was like, it's been over for a while. Our marriage wasn't even that long. We're more friends than anything. But still,
It doesn't matter.
you can see how she was a little apprehensive.
Yeah, let
To
me
date him.
Let me jump into your marital bed or ex-marital bed and sleep on her side. Ooh, it smells just like her.
Yeah. Knowing that the ex-wife is out on the couch
Right.
while they're messing around.
It's just too soon for this guy to go out and fully date, I think.
Yeah.
I think he needs to get his stuff together a little bit before.
You know, or date, but not necessarily bring the dates
Exactly.
back
There
to
you go.
you and your
Exactly.
ex-wife's apartment.
Or suggest, hey, why don't we go back to your place?
There it
like,
is.
why would you bring him back to your place?
Well, I have roommates. Oh, that's cool. I have roommate. You know what? Go back to my place. I got a roommate.
Yeah.
No, wait, that's your ex-wife and you sleep in the same bed?
There's a body pillow.
But stop being so judgy.
Yeah, get over here and kiss me. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So they decided not to go out again. I'm wondering how many people are actually in this situation, though, because I bet
Well,
you it happens more than you think.
I'm wondering how many girls and how many guys the ex-wife have brought back to the place that had no idea
Oh, it's true.
that they were living
'Cause
together.
they have the rules.
They
Right.
said, yeah, they said they coordinate with each other. Like, hey, I have a date tonight, so please don't be home. And for whatever reason, she was actually at the apartment that night.
Yeah. I think the last time probably went wrong and she's getting a little payback or something. That's my guess, you
And
know?
it just shows the difference between men and women here, because all the dudes texting and are like, I would have still done it.
Yeah, of course.
Wouldn't have mattered to me. And all the women are like, no, that's disturbing. I don't want to mess around with some dude while his ex-wife is there.
Yeah, even if she's
I don't
out
even,
on the couch,
you
it still
don't,
doesn't matter.
Okay, you don't even want to see pictures of an ex in a picture frame. And we're talking about like an ex-girlfriend, let alone have the actual woman in the other room.
Yep. Just hanging out on the couch while you guys do your thing.
Yeah.
You come out and compare notes after.
She's just catching up on her Real Housewives.
Sorry about that. Hope we weren't too loud in the other room. Is that everything okay?
I
Somebody
made you
texted
guys
in.
a cheese platter. What do you want for breakfast?
Somebody texted in, why didn't the wife leave? Because it's her house. I don't think she has to. I think he needs to change the way he's dating more than being like, get out. I know you live here, but you're going to have to sleep outside tonight because I got a date. Remember, if you want to do a second date update, all you have to do is email the show, and we will call the person who didn't call you back.
Moving 92.5.
Are you single and feeling out of the loop? Put away that mouse and get out of the house. Join In the Loop, Seattle's brand new activities club just for singles. Go to intheloopsingles.com today.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
You know, a lot of people ask me, how do I get my email to the top of the list for a second date update? There's a couple things you can do. One, you can put in your subject line, I need help ASAP, and the police should probably be involved.
Oh, yeah, that one is a good attention getter.
But that's still not usually enough. But if you say it in all caps, Then you're yelling, and I can't help but notice your email. And that's what Aaron did today. Aaron sent us an email that said exactly that in all caps, that he needs our help and he thinks the police should be involved and we have to do this right away. Aaron, how are you?
Not great, dude. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God! Should we be on the phone with 911 instead right now?
That's why I'm calling you. I think so, and I'm not. It sucks. I'll tell you that.
Every once in a while, we get emails for the second date update where like somebody goes, "You have to do this right away. I need your help." And normally they're like, how pressing is it? And I read it, and it's like, no, we can do that in a week. Relax. But I believe Aaron. Aaron needs our help today. Aaron, you want to tell everybody why?
Well, I don't really want. Yeah. Okay. So long story short, come home after a night at the bar, a little too drunk, and things are going well with the lady, and everything's. I'll just say it went really well right up until I woke up this morning. That's pretty much, and that's pretty much it.
So wait,
right until you woke up this morning.
So last night you brought a girl home.
Yep.
What is going on?
What's the problem, Aaron?
All right, so, I wake up this morning and, she's gone, which is not a problem, no big deal. Met her at a bar, things went well. That's how it's supposed to go. But with her gone is my wallet.
So you think this girl stole your wallet?
Dude, I'm telling you, every time when I get home, it goes right on my kitchen counter and right inside the door. I have looked everywhere. Everywhere for this thing.
Are you sure you just weren't wasted last night and you left it somewhere?
No, 100%. 100%. It is on my kitchen counter when things go to the bedroom. I know that for sure. And I wake up this morning and it is gone.
Did you know this girl at all?
Not before last night, so, perfectly great example of why not to be doing something like this. But, things are going too well last night, and, everything's all great. But I wake up this morning, and this Amanda girl is gone, if that's even her name, because why not? So, yeah, oh, my God.
Okay, so you want us to call her and try to see if she stole your wallet?
Well, see, that's the thing, right? Like, I'm calling her because I have what I think is her number and what I think is her name in my phone, and she won't answer me. So, that's a big red flag to me. So it's like, dude, if it's a mistake or if she can help me out, all she got to do is call, or all she got to do is answer. But then I'm sitting here freaking out, and she won't even answer a call. So
that's what I was going to ask you. That's what I was going to ask you. How many times have you tried to get a hold of her? Have you been calling her all day trying to get your wallet back?
I started just like with a call, and I sat more and thought about it, and I called her like 2 or 3 more times because I was like, dude, just answer a call. Like we know each other a little bit now, if you know what I'm saying. So like, just help me out.
And did she seem sketchy at all?
Not at the time. Like everything went well. Like it wasn't like she was like, hey, let's go back to your place immediately. It was kind of one of those things where it was like, oh, this is great. Have a drink. Let's hang out. Have a drink again. So, it felt like it went really well right up until I woke up and my was gone.
So you really think she robbed you? You don't just think you could have put your wallet somewhere and forgot?
Dude, like I said, 100%. I know where it was, and more importantly, she won't answer me. Like just be like, hey, even a text to be like, sorry, I'm busy right now, and help me out. But like it's nothing, and it's making me really suspicious. Cause I have no idea if this is even her name to start with or even her number.
You said that you called her. Did you also text her too?
Yeah.
And nothing. You haven't heard a word.
Nothing. I was like, hey, really important you give me a text back, help me out, and then nothing. So I'm sitting here. The longer I wait, the more certain I am that they stole my wallet. Not even kidding.
So she doesn't, but you didn't accuse her via text. Like she's not going to be on the defensive.
No, because there's not yet. Not yet, and that's why you got that pissed off email from me because I'm trying to be cool to this girl, but I have no idea if I even should, and I'm trying to get some help.
So you want us to do this and not the police?
Yeah, I want you guys to do it. That way, if she's a thief, I want to make sure that everybody knows, hear it on the radio, that she steals people's on the next morning. Yeah.
But if she turns out to not be a thief, do you want to do a second date with her?
I can't even care about a second date. I want my wallet back.
Yeah, all right. I like it when the second date update turns into this. Before we've done it with like a watch, getting some guy's watch back.
I remember that one.
Now we're gonna play a song, come back, call Amanda, and see if she stole your wallet, okay?
Yeah, I hope so.
All right, we'll get your second date update right after this.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Today's second date update really isn't even about the date at all. Aaron is on the phone with us, and today he wants to call a girl named Amanda. They met last night, got a little drunk, went back to his place. When he woke up this morning, the girl was gone. And so was his wallet. And he's convinced that Amanda took his wallet, and now she won't answer any of his phone calls. Wow. So he wants our help to see if we can get her on the phone so that he can talk to her and accuse her, basically, of stealing his wallet. All right, Aaron, are you still upset?
Are you serious? Of course I'm upset.
All right.
Oh, my gosh.
I'm about to dial the phone number right now and get her on the phone, okay?
All right.
Did you have a lot of cash in the wallet? I forgot to ask.
There's enough stuff, man. You know, this is like everything is in there. It's like my debit card, my credit card, like everything is in there.
Yeah.
Social Security card?
No, I'm not that dumb.
Yeah, thank God.
I was hoping that was
call
in
you
there.
an idiot.
All right. I'm going to dial the phone number right now, see if we can get her on the phone and get your wallet back, okay?
Yeah, let's do this. Hurry up.
Okay. Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, is this Amanda?
This is Amanda.
Amanda, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning?
I don't know.
It's a radio show.
Okay.
Nothing?
Big listener.
Amanda, I'm just going to cut to the chase real quick, okay? You went out with a guy named Aaron last night.
Yeah.
All right. And Aaron emailed us this morning to see if we could call you because he's been trying to get a hold of you because he says that you stole his wallet when you left this morning.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Aaron says that you took his wallet. Did you take his wallet?
No, he thinks I took his wallet?
Yeah. He's saying that you guys hooked up last night after meeting at the bar, and when he woke up this morning, you were gone, and so was his wallet, and he's convinced that you took it.
Yeah, I woke up this morning because I had a meeting at work. I woke him up. I told him that. He was like, yeah. I told him I had to get to work. I told him I was leaving, but I didn't take his wallet.
Amanda, that's bull, and you know it.
Well,
what?
Amanda, that's Aaron. He's actually on the phone.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Amanda, or whatever the your name is, I know you have my wallet.
First of all, whatever the my name is, who the are you? I never took your wallet. Your wallet. And you know what? You were so drunk. Go look around your apartment for your wallet.
I did look around my apartment. The reason it's not there is because you took it.
I didn't take your wallet. We were making out on the couch. Did it fall behind the couch? Did you look there?
Are you serious, Amanda? Do you think I'm a huge idiot? That's the first place I would look. Are you?
Yeah, I do think you're the biggest idiot. Go look around your apartment. Go look in your kitchen. How dare you accuse me of stealing from you, you piece of
I kind of believe her.
Really?
Yeah.
What the am I supposed to think? I wake up, she's gone, my wallet's gone. I've looked everywhere in this apartment, she's accusing me of being that dumb. That.
Yeah, but
Amanda, did you take his wallet?
No, I didn't take his wallet. I don't know what the this is about. Tell him to go look in the kitchen. Tell him he's not going to listen to me. You guys tell him to go look in the kitchen. Go look in the fridge.
Look in the fridge.
Why would I look in the fridge? Who put the fridge in a wallet in the fridge? Are you serious? I'm not doing that.
You were so drunk, you idiot.
All people put their wallets, and let me look in there. Oh, it's not there. Oh, big surprise, because I know somebody else has it who left this morning.
I don't have your wallet. It's in your apartment. I mean, this is nuts. I don't even know what
Let me go look in the oven real quick. Oh, guess what? There's no wallet in there. Oh, hold on. Let me go look in the microwave real quick. That sounds like a great idea. Let me pop this microwave open and see if there's a wallet in here. That's where everybody keeps their wallets. Oh,
Aaron, you gotta calm down. I mean, you guys have to have some sort of a conversation about this. Aaron, are you there?
Hello?
Oh, me. The put it in the microwave.
It's actually in there?
Ew! Why the would I put it in the microwave? I didn't even go in the kitchen. You kept going in there slamming stuff. You were being funny about it. You drunk piece of
Oh my gosh.
To my microwave where no one puts a wallet ever and all of a sudden magically it's there.
Aaron, I highly doubt that Amanda hid your wallet in the microwave. I don't know why somebody would do that.
Exactly. Who puts a wallet in the microwave? Are you being serious right now? That's the worst
You
idea.
did. You did. You did.
Dude, Aaron just owned up to it. You made a dumb mistake when you were drunk. Why are you so angry still? You have your wallet.
This is some up shit. I don't know who to believe in this, but I don't trust anybody.
Aaron, you said yourself you were drunk. You don't think you could have put it in the microwave?
Dude, who puts in the microwave? All of a sudden, they have a terrible idea looking at a fridge.
I don't know.
Oven, and it's all magically in the microwave.
I've been really drunk before, and I've done weird things. I've put my wallet in weird places when I've woken up. Never a microwave, though.
Guess
But
what? This guy's a weird drunk.
I believe that, Amanda. Wow.
Well, Amanda, thank you for your time. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for wasting mine.
Aaron, at least you found your wallet.
Yeah, that took long enough to find it.
Don't you want to apologize to Amanda for accusing her of stealing your stuff?
I can't even figure this out right now, but yeah, I guess I'm sorry that, I guess I'm sorry.
You hear that, Amanda? He guesses he's sorry.
Wow, that's sincere.
Yeah, I guess he's a head, basically.
All right. Hey, you know what? I would love to ask you, Amanda, if you will go out on a second date with Aaron. We will pay for it.
You're kidding me now.
No, I'm serious. I really want you to go out on another date with Aaron.
I'm never going on another date with Aaron. Why don't you go on a date with Aaron? He can put your somewhere and tell you about it and get it all up.
No way I'm going out on a date with Aaron. I don't know where my wallet's going to end up. Aaron, at least you got your wallet back. No second date, though.
Yeah, I guess I know to look in the microwave next time.
Learn something new.
Can I go back to work now? Are we done?
I don't know. Aaron, are you done with Amanda? You have anything else to accuse her of?
I don't know. Is there anything else hidden in my apartment that I should know about?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Bad blood. You know what you
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
We get a lot of second date update requests in from people who meet at business seminars, at work seminars. Just proves that business people are freaky.
No arguing that.
And those environments, man, are so sexy. Ooh, is that a PowerPoint presentation up there? Oh, yeah, I got something I can point to that with. Are you drawing stuff on a poster board? See a workflow? Yeah. I'm right this way. And Fiona, who's on the phone today to do a second date update, met the guy that she wants to call at a work seminar as well. So she's a freaky business person, just like everybody else out there who emails us. What's up, Fiona? How are you?
Hi, Jubal. Hi, Brooke.
Good.
Hi.
Trying to keep your mind on your business today, or are you just having all kinds of other thoughts?
Well, I'm a little distracted
Yeah,
today.
I bet you are. All right, tell us a little bit about the guy that you want to call today.
Well, his name's Ryan, and like you said, I met him on a business retreat. It was an out-of-town, seminar kind of thing for a couple of days, and it happened over a weekend.
And he doesn't work at the same company. He's at a different company?
No, but we're in the same industry.
Okay, cool.
So we actually ended up in the same groups for a lot of our workshops and just really hit it off, got on really well. And
what did you like about him initially? I've been to those type of things, and they're so boring. I don't even look around me at all. I'm just trying to stay awake the whole time.
It was a little boring at times, but he had this, first of all, knockout smile. Whoa. And then once we got into the groups together, he was really fun. He was really funny, just quick, clever.
Business humor. I love it. So one thing that's so exciting about being in meetings is people always have to crack jokes and make the meetings longer. Was he actually funny, or was it just one of those things where it's like, okay, stop it?
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. He was actually funny.
That's good.
Everyone was laughing at him.
That's a surprise. Anytime I'm in a business meeting and somebody makes a joke where I actually laugh at it, I'm like, wow, good job. I'm not nearly annoyed by you at all. What'd you guys do on your date, though? Did you go somewhere, or did you just meet at the conference?
We did. No, so we actually, Saturday, we had a 2-hour break, early afternoon. So he said, hey, do you want to maybe, leave the campus and grab a bite to eat or something? Plus, football Saturday. I wanted to catch a couple of the games. So we just went to, a little sports bar, maybe 10 minutes away, and kind of had a little date.
Was it, nice. Did he think it was a date? Because it sounds like just coworkers, maybe.
Work lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely wondered if he was asking me out or if it was just that. But he made a couple of references in the car on the way there that made me think,
Was that where he asked you if you're wearing underwear?
Oh, my God.
That's always a tip-off for me. Is this a date or not?
Depends on what you're wearing.
So it became obvious after a certain point that you guys were on kind of a date.
Yeah. We talked about things that were not work-related, finally. And I always love a chance to watch a game on a Saturday, so it was nice to be able to do that with someone who also enjoys football.
Yeah. Is there like one moment that like stands out to you as really awesome?
I felt like the whole date was great, but there was one moment where, like, I don't know, it was just a little weird, I guess.
Uh-oh.
What happened that was weird?
I mean, we were at a sports bar and there was football on and everybody was cheering, and my family is from the South, so we're big football fans, and I get pretty enthusiastic when I'm watching football, and and I was kind of, yelling things at the screen, and I don't know.
A little too into it?
There was one point where I yelled obscenities. I was swearing at the game. Yeah. It was a really close game, and I looked over, and he was kind of, I don't know, he just kind of had this look on his face, like. Yeah.
I've never heard words come out of anybody's mouth like that.
It wasn't that bad. I mean, what I was saying wasn't incredibly offensive, but I guess maybe for the first time that we ever went on a date, it wasn't terribly ladylike.
See, if you were going out on a date with me, I would have loved that. I have a rule that I don't date girls that won't cuss, so I would have been like just doe-eyed looking at you like, that's amazing.
Which I think is actually more common than not.
Yeah, I don't want to have to act differently around him than I would around anybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So did his demeanor change after you threw a slew of F words out there for the world to hear at the bar?
Sailor mouth.
Yeah.
Not really. I mean, there was just that brief moment of the look on his face, and then he made a joke and moved on, and, that was it.
So what happened at the end of your guys' little lunch? I mean, before you guys went back to the work retreat?
Well, I told him that, I'd had a really great time and would love to do it again off the retreat setting, and he said yeah, and we exchanged numbers, and I texted him and got like the, hey, it's really busy now that I'm back, I missed a couple days, which seemed totally legitimate. And then the next time it was, hey, I'm really busy this week again, and then nothing.
Oh, so you've still tried a couple times and he just stopped responding to you?
Yeah, I mean, a handful, I'm not like stalking the guy, but
yeah. Okay, so
he seemed really cool. And I guess I just want to know why he's blowing me off now. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would totally go out with him again, given the opportunity, but I guess mostly I'm just curious what happened.
You guys work in the same industry. Could you ruin his career if he didn't want to go out with you again?
No.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Because you could threaten him if you could.
After one
absolutely.
lunch
To get a
date.
second date. All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
Right in the middle of a second date update. If you're just joining us, Fiona is on the phone. She wants to call a guy named Ryan. They met at a work retreat, hung out one day when they didn't have a lot of stuff to do, went out to lunch at a sports bar, and now he's not calling her back. She thinks the reason he might not be calling her back is because when they were out at the sports bar eating, she got a little fired up at the TV and started dropping a bunch of cuss words. And he's looking at her like, wow, that is impressive. And maybe not exactly the kind of language that you use on a first date. All right, Fiona, you ready to give this stick a call?
Whoa.
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Just trying to talk to you on your level, Fiona. Let's do this, damn it.
Wow.
All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
All right.
Are you worried about him saying something embarrassing about you?
No, not at all. I mean, like I said, it went really, really well, and the cussing is the only thing I can even remotely think of that would be embarrassing, which, frankly, I don't think is embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't
All right.
either.
Cool, I'm going to call him right now, see if we can get him on the phone.
Okay, cool.
Hello?
Hi, is Ryan there?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Ryan, how are you? This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the Morning.
Who?
Brooke and Jubal in the Morning. It's a radio show.
What's this about?
You recently went out on a date with somebody who listens to our show, and she emailed us asking if we could get you on the phone because she hasn't heard from you since you guys went out. It's a segment that we do on our show called the Second Date Update. If somebody goes out on a date and then they get blown off, they'll email us to see if we can get the person who blew them off on the phone, and that happens to be you.
Who was it that wanted to know about me?
Her name is Fiona.
Oh, okay.
And you guys met at a work conference and I guess had some lunch together.
Uh-huh.
And Fiona says that she really enjoyed hanging out with you and wanted to see you again, but you haven't been responding to her when she's asked you out.
just not really interested. I think we're more work friends.
Really? She sounds rad. I mean, she's a girl that's into football. She's got her own career going on.
Can I tell you what she thinks it is?
Okay, sure.
She thinks it's because while you guys were eating lunch and watching football, she freaked out and started dropping a bunch of cuss words or something, and you had this look on your face, so you were very shocked by that.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. She got into it pretty intensely.
She feels like that turned you off and you don't want to talk to her again because of that.
No, that was actually really more funny. Like, I guess her team fumbled, and then she went crazy and she yelled, "F***ing mother bag."
That's awesome.
Impressive.
Yeah, so why do you not want to call her back? Sounds like wife material to me.
No.
Yeah, no, I actually was laughing at that. That actually was pretty funny.
Were you just not attracted to her then or something, like physically?
I thought she was attractive, but then there was this thing that happened that just weirded me out super intensely, and it's never happened to me before like this, where like I liked someone, then this one thing happens, and then I was 100% turned off.
What was it? Because we talked to her and we're like, anything embarrassing happened on your date? And she's like, no, not at all. Everything was pretty normal.
I mean, I guess she thought that everything was normal, like for her in her world, but that was not normal for me.
What was it?
So we were eating lunch,
Mm-hmm.
and we both ordered the shrimp.
Okay.
Weird.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I know.
And so, like, yeah, like, we're eating the shrimp, it's fine, and I look over, and she's eating, like, the heads and stuff, but then I look over, and she's eating the shrimp tails.
Oh. Some people do that, though.
I think it's kind of gross, too, but I know multiple people that do that.
You can.
You're not telling me that her eating shrimp tails turned you off and made you think she was gross.
Yes, that is so gross. I mean, you say that you know people who've done that. I don't know anyone who eats the shrimp tails. It's gross.
I know a married couple who both do it.
Some chefs leave it on purpose for crunch.
That doesn't sound that gross to me.
Well, no, that's not even the worst part.
Okay.
The worst part is that she's eaten all of the tails, and then she looks over at my plate, and she asks me if I'm going to eat my shrimp tails, and I'm like, no. And then she goes over and she eats all of my shrimp tails.
Ew. Okay, like, I'm not a big fan of eating the shrimp tails, but then I don't like sharing food anyway, but then to reach across and start eating your shrimp tails, that's kind of weird.
By themselves?
Yeah, it's not like I had an extra French fry on my plate or anything, and she just wanted to eat it, okay? It's like shrimp tails, discarded shrimp tails that we ate.
That's the stuff that you had thrown onto the other plate because you didn't want to eat it because you consider it trash.
It's gross.
Is that the only reason? Because she started eating all the shrimp tails in sight?
I can't get enough.
Yeah, I mean, like, the eating shrimp tails is one thing, but then she's also wanted to eat mine, and that was, like, it. I have lost complete interest in her. Totally not my type.
Come on, that's so judgy. That's such a stupid reason not to call somebody back that's super awesome.
No, that just grossed me out, and I'm sorry, I just can't be attracted to her.
Oh, my God.
That's funny because she's actually on the other line listening to this conversation, Ryan.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah, Fiona.
Hi.
Oh, God.
So, Ryan, you think I'm gross, huh?
No, I just think that was really gross what you did, like eating those tails and my tails, honestly.
First of all, who doesn't eat the shrimp? Like, they wouldn't leave them on if you weren't supposed to eat them.
Good point.
That's a good point, I guess.
No, they're just decoration. That's the only reason they're on there, and they don't want to do the work of taking them off.
They're not decoration. They're crunchy, which is awesome, and they have nutrition. It's like the peel on a fruit or a vegetable. You're supposed to eat it.
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that has nutrition that I wouldn't eat. Just because it has nutrition doesn't mean it's good to eat.
I'm going to be honest. I was super worried, but I feel like you're just kind of being a
I'm going to back Fiona on this one.
I mean, you can call me whatever you want, but, like, I don't need to spend my time with someone who's going to eat like that. It's nasty.
So then you are calling me gross. For eating
Yeah, if you're
food.
going to keep eating those tails, then yeah, that's gross. Like, now you even know about it and you're still doing
like
it. That's
French fries. Dude, you don't leave French fries on the plate, do you? No. Even if it's not your plate, if you're there with somebody else and there's a couple fries left, you eat them.
No, it's like you ate a burger and then you decided to grab the wrapper out of the trash and eat that too.
Seems a bit much, Ryan.
I agree. But Fiona, at any point did you maybe have a second thought about eating off his plate, his leftovers?
No, I asked him if it was okay, and he said it was. If he was grossed out by it, why didn't he just say something?
That's a good point.
Because, I'm not going to stop you. I want to see you in your natural habitat, you know?
She's just a carnivore.
She's an animal.
That's how we do it in the South. That's how it is. And you know what? If you can't handle that, you probably couldn't handle me.
Well, that brings me to my question then. Ryan, would you like to go out on a second date with Fiona?
No way.
Are you sure? I'll pay for it.
If she was open to maybe changing her mind, then I would think about it. But it sounds like she's just going to be eating shrimp tails left and right.
So you're saying that you might be willing to go on a second date if you promise never to eat a shrimp tail again?
Yeah.
Okay.
You should go on a second date with me. We can go to an all-you-can-eat shrimp buffet, and I'll show you exactly how many shrimp tails I can eat. I'll punch them right in your face so you can hear it nice and loud.
It is, they're kind of the consistency of fingernails.
Yeah, maybe I'll clip my fingernails and eat some of those, too.
Yeah, see, this is what I'm talking about. Everyone is just, disgusting. I mean, this is just grossing me out, eating your fingernail. Why did they even answer this phone call?
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Worst part is that she's eaten all of the tails, and then she looks over at my plate, and she asks me if I'm going to eat my shrimp tails. And I'm like, no. And then she goes over and she eats all of my shrimp tails.
Okay, that's a clip from today's second date update that you just heard. This girl, Fiona, wanted to call a guy named Ryan. She obviously didn't know why he was blowing her off after their date. Yeah. It turns out he was turned off because they were eating some shrimp, and she ate the shrimp tails. Okay, some people like the shrimp tails, some people don't. I personally don't like the shrimp tails.
Me neither.
But not only did she eat her shrimp tails, he had his on that side plate that they give you, and she goes, "Hey, you're not gonna finish the shrimp tails?" And just started eating his shrimp tails, and it grossed him out to the point that he did not want to go out with her again.
I understand to each their own. It's not my thing either. But to be so grossed out that you are unattracted to somebody, it seems a little intense.
Well, you can never get that picture out of your head of shrimp
Yeah, but
shells in the teeth.
I know people who fight over who gets to eat the fish eyeball.
Oh,
that's the lucky part to eat on the fish.
But if it grosses you out that you eat the shrimp tails, then you think about every time I go out with her and we get shrimp, she's going to be eating my shrimp tails as well as her shrimp tails. Somebody texted in at 78592, said, good thing they didn't have lobster.
Yeah, man.
Just start chewing on the shell of the lobster.
This one's going to take a while.
Yeah. Breaks a tooth in the process of it.
A lot of people are texting in at 78592 saying this guy needs to grow a pair. It's only a shrimp tails.
Yeah, I think he's being too picky.
Some people are really grossed out by food, though, and the way and the things that people eat, and they can't get that out of their head. I saw somebody one time eating oysters, which are good.
Love oysters.
They'd suck down the oyster and then they lick the inside of the oyster.
Oh,
and that grossed me out.
That bothered you?
Yeah, I was just like, you got everything out of it. Why are you licking the shell of the oyster?
But why not, right? I feel like if you're going to do it, you can't be picky about how other people do it.
I don't know.
I'm not licking the oyster. I take the meaty part out.
You shoot it.
And then I'm not putting the rest of the shell in my mouth and just chewing on it a little bit. Trying to suck all the goodness out of that oyster.
I lick the bottom of a bowl after I finish some ice cream. There's really no difference.
It's a little bit different, I think.
Still weird, though.
Text in at 78592. What's the weirdest thing that you've ever seen somebody eat? And would that gross you out enough? If you saw somebody not only eat their shrimp tails, but then take your shrimp tails, would it cause you to not go out on another date with that person? I'm curious. Remember, you can download our app in the App Store. If you missed a second date update or you just want to listen to all of the second date updates, it's for iPhone, Android, everything. Just go in the App Store, download the Brooke and Jubal app, and you can listen to every single second date update on that.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal's second date update.
Weddings are always fun, right?
Yes, I love weddings.
There's a young couple that's giving away their independence, and judging by statistics, will probably be divorced in 4.7 years. But other than that, there's the lonely people looking to hook up.
God, you have
There's
such a sour look
the
at weddings.
drunk uncle
Sticking
his junk in the punch when people aren't looking.
That's why it tasted like that.
And of course, there's always so many awkward moments at weddings. And Audrey is on the phone today because she wants to call a dude that she met at a wedding, and he was actually the cause of the major awkwardness at the wedding. What? Audrey, what's up?
Hi, guys. How you doing?
Not too bad. So, the guy that you want to call today actually caused some drama at the wedding? Am I reading your email correctly?
Yeah, he definitely made an impression during the ceremony.
Please don't tell me that you're trying to get a call back from the groom.
No.
Okay, good.
He was actually doing the wedding video.
Oh, he was a videographer. So he wasn't even like a friend or anything. He was an employee.
Well, he's a friend of the groom.
Okay.
Oh,
So
okay.
his buddy was filming the thing.
Yeah.
All right. And your email said that something really awkward happened. What was that?
Well, when it came time for them to read their vows, he forgot to press record, and he had to have them repeat them, basically.
Shut up. He actually stopped them in the middle and said, I didn't get that. Can you redo it?
Yeah, it was super awkward. He had to get up in front of everyone and apologize, and yeah, it was really awkward.
Oh my gosh.
Did he give him any direction? Like, okay, we're going to run this back again, but you, I need you to really have more emotion in this.
Could you have one single tear drop down your cheek?
No, no directions, but he definitely felt super awful about it, and it was really awkward.
Okay, wait, I'm confused though. Were you on a date with him at the wedding while he was videoing the wedding?
No. So, after this happened during the ceremony, he pretty much had no one talking to him during the reception.
Just sitting by himself with his video camera alone in the corner.
Yeah, exactly. So I felt really bad for the guy, and I struck up a conversation with him, brought him a drink. I just felt really bad for him. He seemed like he genuinely just made a mistake, and he was really beating himself up over this. Like, this is the dumbest mistake anyone could have made. I just ruined their wedding. And I was just trying to make him feel better. Like, no, you could have swung the camera around and hit the bride in the face. Like, that would have been worse.
You're like, no one barely even noticed what you did.
Well, they noticed.
Everybody noticed. Okay, so you were sitting there trying to make him feel better, and is that what your date is, or did you guys actually go out on a date?
We did not go out on a date. We hung out during the wedding. We hung out for probably a few hours.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and it started out that I just felt bad for him and wanted to cheer him up, but the more we got to talking and hanging out, he's just a really sweet guy, and we actually kind of have a lot in common. So I guess I sort of started getting feelings for him throughout this time we spent together.
More than just feeling bad for him? Different feelings?
Yeah, more than just feeling bad for him.
Okay.
I even gave him a little kiss towards the end of the night. And, that definitely cheered him up, and I thought it was going great.
A pity kiss. You gave him a little pity kiss because you felt bad for him.
Well, it was half pity kiss and half I really wanted to kiss him.
Okay, so there was still a little bit of pity in there. All right.
What was his reaction after you kissed him?
It seemed like he liked it. Like, he seemed to be happier, kind of forgetting about what had happened. But not long after that, he kind of disappeared, and I didn't get a chance to exchange numbers with him or anything. So I got his number from the bride, and I texted him, and he hasn't responded. So I don't know what happened, or I don't know.
You haven't heard anything from him at all?
No.
I would assume when you guys were talking, he's single, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I'm just thinking,
So we really don't know.
because if a girl kisses you and then you disappear, maybe you're guilty, or I don't know.
I hadn't even thought of that, actually.
Oh, no.
But I'd like to find out if that's what it is.
Yeah.
I really felt like we hit it off, and I'd like to see him again.
All right, well, we'll play a song, come back, call him, and get your second date update, okay?
Great, thanks.
All right, hang on.
Moving 92.5. Brooke and Jubal in the mornings. Second date update.
If you're just tuning in for today's second date update, Audrey is on the phone and she's surprised that she's not getting a call back from a dude named Justin because at the end of the night, she even gave him a pity kiss. She felt bad for him the whole evening and decided to throw him a bone and kiss him. And you know what? A pity kiss is still a kiss, Audrey. So why isn't he calling you back?
That's what I'm saying.
If you didn't hear the story, Audrey met this dude named Justin at their friend's wedding. He was actually videoing the wedding, and there was a very awkward moment where he forgot to video the vows. So he had to stop everything and ask them to redo it so he could capture the moment on video. After that, he felt terrible, and then Audrey approached him at the reception and tried to make him feel better. They talked, they drank a little bit, danced, and had a fun time, and then ended the evening with a kiss, but now she's not hearing anything back from Justin and doesn't know why. So we're going to see if we can get him on the phone and figure it out. You ready, Audrey?
I'm ready as I'll ever be.
Well, we'll call his phone number right now and see if we can get him on the phone, okay?
All right.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, can I speak to Justin, please?
Yeah, speaking.
Hey, Justin, my name is Jubal, and I'm looking to get some video work done for a wedding I have coming up.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I hear you do amazing work with the vow portion of a wedding.
All right, come on. Who is this?
This is Jubal from Brooke and Jubal in the morning, actually.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to call you because one of our listeners emailed us about you.
One of your listeners? What do you mean?
Well, this is a radio show, Brooke and Jubal in the morning.
Okay.
Okay, and we have listeners, a couple of them.
Yeah, like, why are you calling, though?
Because one of our listeners emailed us about you. Her name is Audrey.
Audrey from the wedding?
Yeah, Audrey from the wedding. You remember her?
Yeah, unfortunately.
What do you-
Unfortunately.
that is strong words there, sir.
True words.
True words,
Okay.
Why is she emailing a radio show about me?
Well, because we do a segment on our show called the Second Date Update. I know you guys didn't technically go out on a date, but she said she had a really fun time hanging out with you at your friend's wedding and doesn't know why you just ditched her after you guys kissed.
Well, how'd she even get my number?
I guess she got it from the bride.
She said she texted you and you never texted her back.
Nope, didn't get that text.
What?
Wait, you didn't even get the text.
No.
So the last you saw of her was at the wedding, or heard from her, I guess I should say.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, that's like really all I needed to know about her. Like, you can tell her I'm good.
Oh.
You sound pissed.
Yeah, she sort of ruined everything.
What?
Whoa.
What do you mean by everything?
I mean, everything. The wedding, my friendship with the groom and the bride, my other friends. Like, it's been awful.
What are you? She just said you guys spent a couple hours chatting at a reception. How could she have ruined your life from that?
Well, it's a long story. Trust me, it's her fault all the way.
Can you give us like a shortened version of the long story?
Yeah.
Audrey told you about the vows and the video camera thing?
Yeah, she said that you screwed up and forgot to film the vows. Is that her fault too?
No, okay. To be fair, that was my fault. That was my fault.
Yeah, I was going to say props to you to be bold enough to stand up and make the groom and bride repeat them for you, though.
Well, I mean, like, the groom's a good friend of mine. Like, he would have killed me if I afterwards was like, hey, sorry, guys, didn't record it. So I thought they would rather, like, do it again than not have it at all.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought that was being a good person.
Okay, so how is that Audrey's fault then? How'd she ruin everything?
So after everyone's mad at me, and this woman comes up to me, and she's like trying to make me feel better, but like, when you've like messed up and you just don't want anyone to talk to you. Well, she like kept reminding me.
Okay.
And when you're saying this woman came up to me, you're talking about Audrey, right?
Sorry, yeah, Audrey came up to me, but I don't know who she is at first. So, it was nice of her to try to make me feel better. So, like, that, I guess that part is not so bad. But, like, it's still, overall, it was not good. It was, like, all went wrong.
What else went wrong? I don't get it.
Like, no matter where I go, she's, like, talking to me. It feels like it's going on forever. And then the groom, my friend, comes up to me and pulls me off to the side and goes off on me.
Why?
Why?
Because I was supposed to be videoing the whole reception, and I had not been. Because Audrey had been talking to me the whole time. I just, like, couldn't get away from her. I mean, I missed the first dance. I missed the father-daughter dance. I missed the best man speech.
How is that Audrey's fault,
Exactly. That is your fault.
No, she kept complimenting me, and I was distracted the whole time.
You get so distracted at a wedding that you don't hear them announce the father-daughter dance and watch, like, everyone turns and watches that. How are you not paying attention?
Because she was like talking in my ear, and then there was like food involved. I mean, she was just like talking and would not stop talking.
How are you going to blame me for you not doing your job?
Wait, who's that?
Oh, that's Audrey, Justin. She's actually on the other line listening and wants to talk to you.
Wait, she's been on this whole time?
Yeah, I've been listening this whole time, and I could not stand to listen to it any longer because you are so full of it.
I'd have to agree.
So, wait, are you denying that you would not leave me alone? Like 4 hours that you were like attached to me, like the whole time? Like
I was talking to you, but you could have told me you were too busy to talk if that was really the problem.
I couldn't get a word in edgewise. I mean, you were chatty.
You say it with such disdain.
Of course I'm saying it that way because one of my closest friends hasn't talked to me in weeks. So thanks so much for that.
Look, it's not my fault that you got too distracted by me to do your job.
It is your fault. Like, that is the definition of the word fault. You distracted me.
I was just trying to make you feel better. You were over pouting in a corner. You probably would have been too busy doing that if it hadn't been me talking to you.
Oh my, I took a break. I was taking a break.
It sounds like you took a break the whole time, Justin.
I didn't take a break the whole time. No, come on. It was her. It was her. You can't turn this on me. You can't. No.
Were you getting paid to do this too, or was this just supposed to be out of the kindness of your heart?
A little bit of both. But I didn't get paid because they wouldn't give me anything for it.
I wouldn't either.
Well, it sounds like you didn't record anything.
Yeah. Did you get any video of their wedding at all?
Well, I would have gotten more, like, in the beginning part, but, like, the bride's aunt kept talking to me and, like, asking me to make sure that, like, I got her and her kids.
So it was her fault, too. So it was Audrey, the bride's aunt, and anybody else?
I mean, there were a lot of things going on, but it would mostly be Audrey's fault. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
So you didn't get any video of the wedding, really, and Audrey screwed that up for you.
Yes.
Ridiculous. You are so delusional if you're blaming this on me, Justin.
Audrey, do you ever, like, think once to be like, hey, Justin, don't you think you should, like, record this?
Yeah.
No, that's your job.
Audrey, did you ever think to remind him to do his job at the wedding? Jeez, what is wrong with you?
Oh,
hey,
man.
Justin, would you like to go out with Audrey on a second date? We will pay for it.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, if she calls up my friend and apologizes for distracting me.
No!
Wait, you want her to apologize for you being an idiot?
Yeah. This is as much her fault, more her fault than mine. But I'm not, like, if she apologizes to them for ruining their wedding,
wow.
I'll think about it.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah, that's
Come on, Audrey,
weird,
but you ruined
Audrey.
everything. Why can't you just own up to it?
Oh, yeah, I should totally call him up and be like, I'm sorry I ruined your wedding by talking to someone. Maybe I should pay for their wedding cake, too. Or pay you for the video that you made for them.
Hey, I won't complain.
Oh, my God.
All right, well, so that's a no then. You guys are not going to go out on another date?
No. No.
No, okay. All right, well, Justin, thank you for your time and better luck videotaping other weddings.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
And Audrey.
Yeah?
Thank you very much for your email. I'm sorry you didn't get a second date.
Oh, well, thank you. At least I know now what happened.
And you will never be invited to anybody's wedding ever again because you are just ruining weddings left and right.
Well, at least I know who not to recommend for their video.
Brooke and Jubal in the morning.